now, even saying that story back is infuriating, and I'm like, what? How you like American Dad but not Family Guy? Don't trust nobody to put sugar next to it. The same rules. The mother initially said no to the boy, but because she felt something was wrong or knew it was wrong. I'm surprised people watching Martin growing up didn't want to be a radio host. Okay, welcome to Logical Movie episode 8, I believe. The first topic we're going to talk about is Black love, Black sitcom love. I'm not going to talk about all of them, but I just want to talk about Martin and Gina. Like, Gina loved Martin so much. She was so supportive of Martin. Like, that time he lost his job, and he was like, when he was working at, he went through all them jobs, because, you know, Martin was very fickle with anger issues, hot-head, so he went through all them jobs, and he thought he was above everything, because, you know, he came from working on radio, so he got the janitor job. He's like, okay, I'm gonna stay with this, and I ain't gonna leave you. I'm just whatever happened. I gotta, hey, it is what it is. And he's like, he made $77, and she was just like, okay, yeah, you made $77. She was just like hyping him up, like she never made him feel bad about himself when he wasn't doing good. She's like, yeah, okay, yeah, you made $77, child. Get off my 77. Then a time where she, you know, made a call so he could get the job working at the television station, and she didn't tell him. She just made the call. Then they called him. He didn't know till, you know, later on. And then when he got a job, she's like, okay, I'll get you a nameplate. He's like, okay, I'll get you something for your parked car. He's like, I don't got that. She just kept dating, so he's like, I don't got that. He said, I'll call you, child. She's like, okay, I'll give you some quarters. Like, that's what I'm saying. They love was just so great. Like, that's why I hate that they actual chemistry in real life, like something happened with that. But like, their chemistry on screen was just amazing. Like, one of the best couples, black couples on TV, sitcom couples on TV ever. Even like movie-wise, they're probably one of the best, if not the best. I think they're the best, but I can't think of everybody. But, this red thing I gotta do with that. But when growing up, I did not understand when Martin cussed that white dude out on the radio. When I was younger, I was like, why can't he just get another job at another radio station? I did not get it. Then I got older, and I was like, oh, because he cussed everybody. He cussed them out, and they banned him. And I think he said that in episode 2, but I just didn't get it or didn't register it. And they ended up banning him because he said all them cuss words, which was hilarious. He said all them cuss words on air. And they banned him. They like, you not good for radio. We can't just put you on the radio. I was like, he was already popping on radio. Usually now, you know, you popping on radio, you just can move to another station if something happened. But they did not let him move. I just never understood that. I was like, oh, because he said all them cuss words. And they was like, no, it's not hiring you. I'm surprised people watching Martin growing up didn't want to be a radio host. Like, everybody loved Martin so much. You would think more people wanted to be a radio host, but I don't even think people register it or really care. Like, I don't think they really wanted to be that. But anywho, I didn't intend to talk about all that, but I just want to talk about how much Gina loved Martin. And I might do that here and there, you know, pick different black couples from different sitcoms or movies and just like talk about them. Okay, next topic I want to talk about is parents that let their kid make life-changing decisions. Like, me and my mother was talking about this the other day. It's like, cause we was watching something, and it was like this crime show. I don't know what it's called, cause she was watching it, and I just ended up watching it with her. It was this crime show, and basically there was a mother, and we talked about this before. I mean, we talked about it then, and we talked about it after. So it's been a conversation we have, you know, continuously had. That show the past like few years, but I was watching this crime show. This lady was out of town with her kids, right? I mean, out the country with her kids on vacation, and some dude they met, they was talking with, you know, and the dude was like, offered to take the son on a jet ski because the son was going on a jet ski. So she let him go on a jet ski, and then she never seen him again. First she said no. Like, no, you ain't getting on jet ski. And then she let him go with the man on jet ski, and then she never seen him again. It's like, your kids don't know And I'm not blaming her. I'm just saying, it sparked the conversation again. Your kids, like, I'm not saying you shouldn't let your kids make decisions like what they want to wear and possibly what they want to eat, depending on what it is. They can't be like, oh, I just want to eat ice cream, but you can give them. I'm a fan of giving them this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, which one you want. I want my kids to pick out their own outfits, but I'm more of a fan because you don't want them to be wearing a fair costume to school. So I'm a fan of setting up 3 outfits for them and then letting them choose which one. Then obviously eventually they can put their stuff together, but do 3 options and let them choose, because you're getting them in the habit of making their own choices and their own decisions and standing in their opinions and what they feel, and not just going with whatever you're giving them or whatever you're telling them. Even with food, I'm a fan of, hey, you want to eat this or this, or what do you want to eat? But then if it's something like I said, ice cream, something, obviously that's not an option. So you be like, no, maybe you can have ice cream for dessert, but what do you want for a meal? It has to be food, And then they have a hard time being, you can get them options. So stuff like that. So the mother initially said no to the boy, but because she felt something was wrong or knew it was wrong, but he wanted it so bad. She was like, okay, let me just let my kids do it. Kids don't have, you have to make certain decisions because kids, your brain isn't developed. So, and you're the parents, so you have your life and you know what's best and what's good and what's safe and what's unsafe. So, of course, a child is a child. They're going to want to do it. They're going to want to do a lot of stuff. They're going to want to go to their friend's house. They're going to want to go to a party. They're going to want to go out. They're going to want to do all these things. But you have to be a parent and say, no, you can't do this. This is why. You can explain it to. Just don't be telling people no. You can say, no, you can't do this. This is why. Maybe you understand when you're older or whatever. This is the time, in my own experience, then you get older and you realize, when I was younger, I wanted to go to my 2 friends' house or whatever. And so my mother, my stepdaddy dropped me off to the friend's house, whatever. I got out the car, walked in the apartment, and then literally a minute later, probably 30 seconds, 10 seconds later, my mother was like, something ain't right. You can't stay, come back to the car. And my mother was she was like a helicopter mom. She really didn't want us to go to people's house like that and go to a place like that. We had to be in the house at a certain time. Child, we can be in front of our house at night. And she's like, no, it's time to come in. That's the type of mom she is. So, I'm surprised she didn't let me go over there. I've been there, sleepover before, for my friends' parties and stuff. But it was I can count that on my hand, the times that happened. Besides the people that were family friends. So she called me and was like, you can't say something around here, right? Whatever. My stepdaddy, the man usually is like, just let us stay, this. And then the mom was like, something, no. And my mother, too, for the most part, usually right about certain feelings and stuff, like something ain't right, or don't do this, so stuff like that. So she said that, whatever. I don't remember being mad because I feel like she had did it so many times at that point, not letting me go places, not letting me do stuff that I didn't even register being mad. It's oh, this is what she usually do. She said I was mad, but I literally don't remember being mad, but maybe I was, I don't know. But obviously I had been mad before, but at that time, like I said, I think I was used to it so much that I don't think I was mad, but maybe I was, I don't know. But anywho, let's say I was mad or whatever. And I said, hey, I just really want to go over here, really want to go over here. And, she let me go over there. And then the next day, or maybe that was a weekend, so maybe the next school day, the 2 friends told me, there was a shooting in the apartment or whatever. There was a shooting in the apartment. And also, those particular friends, I don't know if this happened after or before, but their mother wasn't the most stable. You know what I'm saying? So, I remember it was one time, it was me, them, and 2 of our other friends. We were out throughout the day, at stores and stuff like this. And, we were catching the bus around. And I was going to go with my 2 other friends, to get on the bus and go. They didn't stay by me, but, it was on the way or whatever. And then my 2 other friends, they were obviously they were related. 2 other friends, they were like, okay, no, my mother's coming to pick us up. She'll just drop you off. Mind you, it's getting late and darker and darker. Mind you, I don't know if this happened before or after. Actually, I think this might have happened before. So that lets you know my brain wouldn't develop, because if this would have happened before, I would have been it's not a good decision to be around these people, or especially the mother. But so I stayed with them, and 2 friends left, got on the bus. I stayed with them, waiting for their mother, because they told me she'd, take me home, whatever. Mind you, like I said, at the time the mother was on the way, the sun was just going down. It wasn't pitch black, but the sun was just going down. By the time she got there, it was like pitch black. She picked me up and picked us up, and you can tell she was not happy about me being in the car. Mind you, I didn't stay far from where that she picked us up at. Obviously it was too far to walk, especially me being a girl, being a child, and I wouldn't know how to get there anyway, but so we're walking, so that wouldn't have worked. But she picked us up, and you can tell she was not happy about it or whatever. She basically was like, well, I'm not taking her home. I'm just gonna drop her off on the corner or whatever. Not by my house, just on like a random corner. She drove a little bit. She's like, I'm just about to drop off right here. Drop off at the corner. It was at a corner or something. And I don't know if I convinced her or they convinced her to drop me off at a store. Mind you, I am a child, and this is an adult, and this is nighttime. I'm a girl, child, nighttime. She's going to drop me off on a random corner, like, at nighttime. And like I said, either I or they convinced her to at least drop me off at the store. Even now, even saying that story back is infuriating, and I'm like, what? So convinced her to drop me off the store. She dropped me off at the store. I ended up calling my mother and my stepdaddy to come get me. They got there quick. My mother, quick. I don't know how she getting her quick. I don't know if she blink her eyes, she get there or what, or if I'm at the store, so I'm distracted, so it seems like it's faster. Like I said, she got there so quick. She got there quick. Told her, like, I can come get me. She didn't ask really no questions. She just came and got me. Like, why you there? Whatever. She just came and got me. And then when I got in the car, I told her. She was very upset. My stepdad was upset too. I was like, what the heck is going on? Like, what are you talking about? So obviously, she didn't know. I don't think she knew when I was going to the friend's house that was the same woman. No, she didn't know, because she definitely would have been like, you ain't going over. She didn't know that was the same woman. Whatever, because obviously, back then, you in school, got so many friends, whatever. So she didn't know that was the same girl. The same girls that happened with. Maybe I'm being overly dramatic, but a person like that, no telling what they would do. Like a person like that, I don't know if she dating somebody, she could try to traffic me, sell me, do something to me, while I'm over there. No telling. Like, people like that are literally sick individuals, sick in the head. So, but all that to say, my mother made the right decision. And me being a kid, I didn't know she make the right decision. When you get older, you look back on it like, oh yeah, that was definitely right. You shouldn't have let me go. Like, kids don't have that foresight like that to know what's wrong, maybe what's not wrong. They haven't lived enough life to know, what's right. Or maybe some do, some don't. Like, but I think mostly that's just not a good thing to do. That kind of turned into a story time, which kind of longer would make the topic a little longer. So I'm just gonna do probably a couple of things, and then probably that's gonna be it. Cause I didn't think that was gonna go that long. Story time. I want to talk about like people with opinions and how I've talked about this before, but this is a specific type I want to talk about. How if you have an opinion different from somebody, no matter how big or how small it is, like I said, whether it's religion, whether it's a favorite sports player, like it comes into this big old argument. Like, I don't mind a cute debate. Okay, this what I like about them, this what ain't good about them, this what da. Like, stuff like that is fine. Like, but when it becomes like an obsession, that's when it gets strange and weird to me. Like, people that get so mad about it. Like, it's cool to have a conversation. Oh, no, I think it's and like, I'm saying mad for real. Like, sometimes, depending on the culture or the environment you are in, stuff get, like, like, play dominoes or something, stuff get, it sound like, if somebody, a stranger walk by and heard it, they'll think it's a fight, it's heated, but that's really just how y'all talking. So I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about true anger, true people being mad. It's very weird. Like, this whole debate with sugar grits, or, the other option is sugar grits and salt. I'm just gonna say sugar grits or no sugar. The fact that it's such a big debate and people are like, oh, if you eat sugar on your grits, you're weird, you're this, you're that, you're that. Do y'all understand that everybody have different taste buds and everybody grew up different? Like, some people add sugar to their spaghetti and some people don't. It's how you grow up. It's a culture thing. it's a region thing, maybe not a culture thing. It's a region thing. So I wouldn't dare care if somebody puts sugar in their grits or not. I literally don't care. Like, I haven't ate grits in a long time, but growing up, we put sugar in our grits. It's a breakfast food. We put sugar in our grits. Like, unless you eating grits with something that ain't breakfast, like, we put sugar in our grits. And the fact that people making that such a big deal, like, oh my, you don't trust nobody to put sugar in their grits. Why are you worried about what people eat? And it's funny if you saying it as a joke, but people be for real when they be saying that. I'm like, y'all are very strange. It's very weird to me. Even like this whole Android iPhone thing. Like, people make people that don't have Android like, oh, if I text you, it's this color, this color. Why is that bothering you so much? Like, who cares? You're mad that I'm efficient in what I'm doing. Like, I know that I drop my phone all the time, and with Android, it don't break. With iPhone, I be getting a new iPhone every day. I mean, not every day, but every month. Like, who is doing that? Like, and it's just easier to manage, easier to work with. I'm not gonna say it's harder to hack, but it's like, with iPhones, your stuff literally is easier to be accessible everywhere. I'm not saying with Android it's not, because the phone is a phone, technology is technology. But it's like, I feel like that's a personality type too. People with Android phones and people with iPhone phones. It's like, I feel like one of them is a follower, one of them is not. It's like, Android is the better phone. If we're speaking on logic and efficiency, it is the better phone. Like, iPhone may be better, like with videos and stuff, but the Android is just all around better to navigate. iPhone makes it easier for you to live in the world because they have made you think that that's the right thing to get is an iPhone. So it is what it is. But if you got Android, only way you will have to get a new one. People be saying, with iPhones, you have to, every time it's updated, you mess up, you gotta get a new one. The only thing with Android is if you have to drop it really hard. Like, I'm talking about, you have to be standing on the ladder. It hits the ladder a couple times and falling forward and breaks. Like, it will have to be something like that, high impact. It ain't gonna just be you regularly walking and falling on the floor. It ain't gonna break then. It have to be something high, you doing something high impact, hitting something hard, a table or something, and then hitting the ground. So you can keep it longer. The updates don't be messing it up. It's like, it's a phone. You needed to text and call and use the internet. Like, it do the same function. So if one is the more feasible option than the other one, it just don't make logical sense. Like I said, you want iPhone, get iPhone. Like I say, that don't matter. But down to somebody with an Android, because you're talking about it's a color, it's not conveniencing you. Just say you want everybody to be like you. Like, it don't make no sense. Like, you don't want to talk to Android people, don't. You don't want to have logic and reason in your life, then don't. Like, me too. I don't want to talk about you. Child, this was on this, but I've talked about this before too, where people always be like, I don't want this, I don't want this, I don't want this, and then the same thing you don't want to be a person you fall in love with. Like, I always be like, I don't like cornrows, I don't like cornrows. Then child might meet somebody, I'm in love, they got cornrows. Please no. This is just a hypothetical. Please no. Please no. My preacher husband do not have cornrows right now. Please cut them off. You're listening, cut them off. So people always like, I don't want this, I don't want this. Then they meet the person, then it goes out the way. I don't even know why people even bother. Like, I'm talking about like physical stuff, that don't matter. I'm saying physical stuff, but I'm talking about cornrows. But physical stuff don't necessarily matter. And the stuff I don't like can be changed. It ain't like something that can't be changed. And like, people be putting so much emphasis on looks, but unless you're somebody that got surgery, like a lot of surgery, how you look is how you look, how you born is how you born. So I don't know why people put so much, like, people be giving that too much for me. Like, they be putting that too high on their thing for me. If something ever happened to the person you with, and your looks is your number one, something ever happened to you, you're gonna leave them because they don't look how you want no more. I don't know what I was talking about, where I was going with that, but I'm talking about, I ain't really talking about it, but Disney movies back in the day used to be so good. It used to be a new one came out every Friday. It used to be so good. Like, it's so many good movies that Disney had back in the day. Like, good movies. Even now, when I can catch them, I don't know where to really find much of them, but when I can catch them, like, Wish Upon a Star was one of my favorite movies back in the day. Model Behavior, Brink, Paper Brigade. Like, it's literally so many. Halloween Town, obviously, classic. Like, on the Gina, Murder from the First Century, classic. I can go literally on. There's literally so many movies, but I just want to highlight that. It's like, we don't have stuff like that anymore. Even like cartoons back in the day, I don't know if they really have stuff like that anymore. Like, obviously, like, Hey Arnold, Doug, Rocket Power. Even Sabrina the Teenage Witch, the cartoon, the show, actual show was good, but the cartoon was good too. Brace Face, Recess, like, and so many shows. Then, newer cartoons that, can be for adults. Obviously, South Park, Boondocks, American Dad, which is my favorite adult type cartoon, American Dad. I don't really like Family Guy. Although people, every time I tell somebody that, they're like, how you don't like American Dad but not Family Guy? Family Guy seems cringe to me, and American Dad, it just funny. I don't know, it's just very thought out and funny. It's like Roger is one of the best characters to ever exist in a character form. And then my favorite cartoon ever is Avatar, because it's just so good. Like, just the idea behind it is just so good, such a good story. It's just amazing. And I think they got that from, Asian culture or whatever. But really good. Okay, y'all. I don't got no more. I'm done. Bye.